You would think that if that's the world's largest grain bin, it would be easier to see. Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video I'm going to be carrying a tanker filled with chemicals from Mason City over to Fort Dodge in Iowa. There is the current job information in case you wanted to see it. So as you can see on the map, I'm going to start here in Mason City, leave, get on the highway, which is 18, go down to 35, and then get on Highway 20, and go into Fort Dodge and drop it off where it's going. Okay, let's get started. So what we have here to the right is apparently the world's largest grain bins. Not really sure why the real company's mod gave it the company name that it did. Although what I'm carrying is a load of chemicals, so I guess that fits. I may have to look at this place up, find the real world equivalent and see what it actually is. In fact, I might put that on the screen, if I remember, which I won't. Or did I? Future Patrick here. No, I didn't put it on the screen, but I did look it up, and the world's largest grain bin was built for an ethanol company. Now, in just a few minutes, when I get a little further down the road, I'm going to stop and take a screenshot, so don't be too concerned about the sudden jump on the screen if there is one. When I was driving into Mason City earlier at the city limits, there was a sign saying no jake brakes. But I think I'm out of town now. Okay, so I got the screenshot, and time to go. In my last video, I mentioned that I was using the etho method of putting the microphone in a tissue box. If you don't know who Etho is, Etho's Lab is a Minecraft YouTuber and the inventor of the Etho hopper clock in Minecraft. Since then, though, I did make a new microphone holder out of a cardboard roll and some electrical tape, and it's held onto a webcam arm with a strip of Velcro. And let's get out on the 4-lane now. And it looks like the 4 lane's ending. Well, that was a short 4 lane. We'll get on the next one though. Got to take this loop. Read somewhere that the realistic setting for truck stability is basically to turn it all the way to the left. But I've also noticed that since I did that it's really a lot easier to turn your truck over. And once again, it looks like we're going to be exiting off of this right up the road here. Now you might have noticed that yellow speed limit sign back there. A yellow sign means that the speed limit is temporary, and it's mostly a warning to take caution. And in theory, since it was 45 miles an hour, that should have been the safest speed that I could be going around that curve without flipping over. It's like I'm getting 4 miles per gallon on average in this truck. And here comes another exit. And here comes a red light. Will it turn green before I get to it? No. No, it won't. I just realized that I've recorded this entire video without using my headphones, so that means that the audio from the game may be interfering a little bit with the microphone. That could be a problem. Future Patrick here, and after listening to the audio of this video, it actually, I think, sounds like the best audio I've ever had in a video. Could be because I went into the OBS sound settings and added audio filters for noise suppression, the 3-band equalizer, expander, compressor, and limiter, and I figured that out by watching tutorial videos on YouTube. Now the question is, will that truck let me over? I think so. Something I've noticed a lot in Iowa is that there are a lot of four-way stops. remember so many four-way stops in other states. Well, here we are. I'm assuming I didn't have to take the scale since, well, I don't know why I should assume that. You know what they say about assuming things. You shouldn't do it. Okay, let's see where they want us to park. By us, I mean me and, oh, I thought I had a stuffed pig in that seat. Okay, I'm out of the truck. I'm going to go see what this parking spot looks like. Okay, so I'm going to have to back up to that door. I should be able to come in, make a loop right here, put my nose somewhere around over there around that little building, and then hopefully back in to the right. Okay, I'm back in the truck. Did you know you could get out of your truck in ATS? And you don't even need a mod. It's the, I think it's called the development console. You have to change a setting in the configuration files, and then you can just press the, I think it's the F9 key, and you get out of the truck. Trying to avoid driving through that gravel patch there. Okay, so this is a part of every video where parking takes 3 times longer than it took to actually get here. already seeing a way I can try to fix this before I get too far in. I don't know what to say. This is not what people watch my videos for. They watch them to see me try to park my truck for 10 minutes, and here we are already parked. Oh, I know. I forgot to turn on the four-ways. Let's see what we get. Okay, 13,684. And by the way, I don't have any economy mods running on this profile, so that is about what you should expect for that job. For some bonus content, I thought I would show my driving setup. As you can see, I have the Logitech G29 wheel, pedals, and shifter. I also have the, at the time, cheapest shifter knob with range and splitter that I could find on Amazon. And I made my own button box using a zero delay encoder board, which is only about $12. I got a bunch of buttons that were less than $10, and then I did get some toggle switches for a few extra dollars. I only needed one to use for the Jake brake, and I actually already had some toggle switches that I use for the activate button for when I fill up my fuel tanks. Please ignore the lack of cable management. I have things tied back, but I move things around too much to be worth taking the time to go to any more effort. You can also see that I've used an old generic PS3 controller that I have velcroed to the side of the G29 wheel, and I put in a pin cap hot glued onto the left stick, which is recognized as a button in ATS and ATS2, so I can use that to activate the turn signals and high beams. Okay, well, as always, thanks for watching and have a nice day.